So the last time you were on the show, we were just talking about this earlier, was a virtual performance of Puff the Magic Dragon with my oldest daughter, which I just want to thank you again for. That was such a special thing, and a lot of people had a lot of great feedback on it.
Yeah, I ran across that the other day on an old hard drive, and I went, oh.
Puff the Magic Dragon was a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. Do you remember the first time playing with Peter and Mary?
Yes, and I'll bet you'll... Do you know what the first song we ever sang together was?
I don't.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Really? Why that song?
Because we could not agree on the lyric or the chord changes for any of the other folk tunes that we had in common. That's the nature of folk music. You know, everybody's got their own interpretation. So there we were. And but you know what? It was amazing, the buzz, the magic that happened. It was a great song because it was very short. You know, Mary would take the lead, Peter and I'd find harmony parts, then Peter would take the lead, Mary and I would find harmony parts. At the end of 20 minutes, we felt like we'd been singing together for 3 months. So
wow.
It was an easy step from that to pulling together a repertoire for the trio.
What brought the three of you together?
I think coincidence and the vision of a man by the name of Albert Grossman. The coincidence was Mary lived right across the street from the Gaslight Cafe, where I was kind of a master of ceremonies, comedian, singer, whatever. And Peter Yarrow was a traveling tenor. Albert knew him, supported him, and said, you know, your talent would best be demonstrated as part of a trio. I think the unique thing, if I can hold the fort here for a moment, was that the trio, we had our choice of names. I mean, obviously, every group does when they start. And one of the choices was the Willows, because we were kind of tall and willowy, and that, you know, Mary was a knockout, and that might have worked. But then Albert said, if Noel changes his name to Paul, we could call the group Peter, Paul, and Mary. And the euphemistic quality, you know, I don't know if you know the song. It says, I was born about 10,000 years ago, and there's nothing in this world that I don't know. I saw Peter, Paul, and Moses playing Ring Around the Roses, and I'll whoop the guy that says it isn't so. Well, it was an old folk tune, but the Peter, Paul, and M was already there. All we had to do was fill in the Mary.
And was the expression robbing Peter to pay Paul, did that have anything to do with you guys?
Is the drummer there to put a flam behind that line?